Archangel Michael says, tonight a hidden message is being spiritually delivered to your heart, wrapped in emotion and buried truths. This is not something ordinary, it's something buried, written by a soul that still aches for you even in silence. You may have moved forward, but this person never did, because their love is still alive like a flame in the wind. You are being watched gently from afar, by someone who carries your memories like sacred treasure. Every step they take, they whisper your name in places no one else can hear. They've written something that was never supposed to reach the world, but heaven has opened a gate for you to hear it now. This letter was soaked in tears the night it was written, folded with hands that trembled at the thought of losing you forever. It was kept close to their heart, hidden in a book, under a pillow, or maybe just in their mind, but it was meant for you. Archangel Michael says, the time has come to let this truth find its way to your spirit. Before you read deeper into this, understand that your name still echoes in someone's soul like a song unfinished. Their feelings never died, only got buried by fear, pride, and circumstances they couldn't control. This is the confession they never had the courage to say. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They start the letter like this: if you're reading this, it means I finally found a way to tell you everything I couldn't say out loud. Those words came from pain, hope, and the last piece of their heart. They never stopped believing you were different from everyone else who came and left. They see you even when you don't notice, they feel your energy in silence, and they still dream about the life you both were meant to live. No matter what you've heard or how distant things have become, they never let go of the image of you. You are the chapter they never wanted to close. This person speaks of moments you both shared, even the smallest ones, the way your laughter lit up a room, or how your touch calmed storms inside them. They wrote, I wish I told you I loved you a little louder, held you a little tighter, and stayed a little longer. Every word spills with regret, and yet, with endless love. They remember the last time they saw your face. It's burned into their memory, and it replays every time they close their eyes. You may have forgotten the exact moment, but for them, it was the start of 1,000 silent prayers. Type Amen to get blessing 454. They mention they've seen you grow, they've seen your struggles, and they've silently wished they could be the one helping you carry the weight. They cry in secret when they see you're hurting but pretend they're fine when the world asks. But in their heart, the truth bleeds, they never wanted to leave. There's something else hidden in this message, something sacred. They knew something about you, something divine, and they believed from the start that you were chosen. That's why they tried to protect you even when it hurt them. Archangel Michael says, what you feel right now is not just emotion, it's spiritual confirmation. This letter carries a spiritual key, unlocking a door you thought was sealed forever. If you've been feeling strange energy lately, this is why. They speak of a night you don't even remember, where they whispered to the stars asking the heavens to keep you safe. They made a silent vow that even if they couldn't be by your side, they'd always fight for your happiness in spirit. That promise still stands. Type Amen to get blessing 898. They are not someone random. They are the soul who loved you when you didn't even love yourself. They knew how to see your light even when you were hidden in shadows. They saw your scars and never turned away. This message is not about guilt. It's about truth. And the truth is, you never left their heart. They wrote, "You were my miracle in the middle of my storm." Every time they were close to giving up, they remembered your strength, your voice, your kindness. You became their secret source of hope. They've never been able to recreate the connection you shared. No matter who they've met, no matter where they've gone, there was always an empty space that only you could fill. That space still aches every day. Type Amen to get blessing 232. Even now, they wonder what you'd say if you knew how much they still care. Would you believe them? Would you forgive them for the silence? They regret every second they stayed away. They regret not fighting harder. They regret not realizing sooner that love this deep only comes once. There was a plan to come see you. They held a small gift in their hand, something symbolic, something you once said you liked. But when they reached your door, they turned around in fear. They thought they weren't worthy of your forgiveness. They thought time had built too many walls between you both. But heaven is moving now, because it knows your heart still remembers. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Archangel Michael says, "This is your divine moment of emotional release. You have carried silent questions for too long. Now you know, you were never unloved." They ask in the letter if you ever think about them when it rains. Because for them, every drop is a memory. They've kept an item of yours, maybe a photo, a bracelet, or even a piece of clothing. It still smells like you. The letter ends with a promise: if you ever need me, just close your eyes. I'll be there before your tears touch the ground. That's the power of soul-deep connection. It never fades, it transforms. You are stronger than you believe, but part of that strength came from someone still silently praying for your breakthrough. Even if your paths never cross again physically, your heart's already made a vow in the spiritual realm. Type Amen to get blessing 606. They confess they wrote many letters but tore them apart before anyone could see. This one survived because it was guided by angels. Your angels, who want you to heal by knowing you were never abandoned emotionally. This person is not living a perfect life without you. They miss the version of themselves that only you could bring out. You gave them purpose in a way the world never could. The letter carries hidden vibrations meant to reach your heart at the right time, and that time is now. You reading this is not an accident. It's destiny catching up with unfinished business. They want you to smile more, love yourself more, and let go of the pain that was never your fault. They want you to be free, even if it means loving you from a distance. But in their heart, you're still home. Type Amen to get blessing 919. They describe a dream they had recently where you both met in a garden of light. There were no words, just peace, just smiles, just healing. That dream gave them the courage to believe love never dies. If you feel warmth or tears while reading this, it's your soul remembering a promise made long ago. Something sacred, something eternal. You've always been connected. Archangel Michael says, don't deny the emotions surfacing now. These are confirmations from above. The timing of this message is divine. You are being spiritually hugged right now. The energy surrounding you is love, not loss. And what you thought was gone is simply waiting to be reborn in new ways. Type Amen to get blessing 444. This person ends with the words, "You are still my favorite song, even in silence." Every beat of their heart carries your name like a rhythm only they can hear. You gave them meaning, and that meaning still breathes. You are about to receive unexpected clarity in the next 48 hours. Watch how the universe shows you signs, names, places, even specific smells and dreams. These are not coincidences. Heaven is aligning paths again. Whether you will reunite or simply gain peace, something is being restored. The truth is never too late when love is real. The angels want you to rest tonight with calmness in your chest. The secret letter has been delivered to you. Let its power heal every part of you that once questioned if you were truly loved. Type Amen to get blessing 121. They've been carrying your memory like an unfinished melody, a song that loops in their mind no matter how far life pulls them. No one else has matched the harmony they once felt with you. Even when they laugh with others, it doesn't reach the depths you once touched. They wrote, "You understood parts of me that I didn't even understand myself." That kind of connection doesn't just disappear, it lives, even when buried. They were never the same after you left, and they never will be. They never showed it fully, but losing you shook the foundations of their world. They masked their sorrow with smiles, with routines, with distractions, but their soul carried a constant ache. They said your absence created a silence that even music couldn't fill. They didn't want to write this letter at first. They feared it would open wounds. But Archangel Michael moved their hand, pushed their heart, and whispered, "The truth must be spoken, no matter how late." Type Amen to get blessing 552. They said, "I kept seeing your name everywhere. On signs, in dreams, in the middle of silence. It was like the universe refused to let me forget you." That's how divine reminders work, they come when soul is ready to hear again. You must know, this is more than human emotion. It's spiritual alignment calling you to remember who you are and how deeply you were loved. Not everyone gets to experience something this pure. They are not trying to come back to break your peace. They are sending this to rebuild the pieces you've lost along the way. Their message is wrapped in reverence, not expectation. They said, "I still have our last photo together saved in a folder titled, My Light." For them, that photo was not just an image, it was a memory of how their soul once felt safe. And now, they just want to protect your light from a distance. Type Amen to get blessing 727. Archangel Michael says, "If tears are falling from your eyes, they are not weakness, they are sacred release." This letter was not meant to break you, but to set your soul free from confusion. It is your confirmation that your love was never wasted. They wrote about your kindness. How even when you were tired, you gave. Even when you were hurting, you healed others. That's the version of you they can never forget. They are praying for your success, your healing, your joy. Even if you never reply, they will continue sending you silent blessings each night. Because love this deep doesn't depend on presence, it just exists. You are not alone in this world. Somewhere, someone remembers the sound of your laugh, the sparkle in your eyes, the comfort of your voice. And even in their quietest moments, they still call you mine. Type Amen to get blessing 889. They speak of a time you surprised them with something small, maybe a message, a meal, a simple gift, but to them, it meant everything. They carry those little moments like treasures buried in their chest. Nothing has ever meant more. They wrote, "The world saw me as strong. But you were the only one who saw my fear and chose to stay." That's the part they miss the most, your ability to see beyond their surface. You didn't just love them. You understood them. That is the rarest kind of connection, the kind that lives beyond time and space. And it still survives today. They admit they were scared. Scared of losing control, scared of getting hurt again, scared of their own feelings. But what they never feared was you. You were always their safety. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. They talk about your voice. How just one word from you could silence their storms. They miss hearing it say their name. You became the standard by which they measured all others. And no one ever reached your level. That's not just love, it's divine recognition of a soulmate. They wrote, "I still believe in you. Even now. Even with all the time past, the pain, the separation, they still have faith in your purpose and path." You may have doubted your worth, but to them, you were always everything. The way you saw beauty in brokenness. The way you carried others. That's why they still carry you. Type Amen to get blessing 383. Archangel Michael says, "There's power in knowing the truth, even if it comes late. And now you know, you were not forgotten. You were never unloved. This person has written you into the pages of their destiny. Even if life never brings you together again, their soul is still tied to yours. A connection like that doesn't die, it transforms." They end the letter with, "If you ever find yourself lost, close your eyes. Picture me smiling at you. And remember that you made my world brighter, even if it was for a moment. You didn't need to do anything grand. Just your presence healed. Just your existence changed their world. And it still echoes in their memories." Type Amen to get blessing 616. They wrote this not because they expect a reply, but because they wanted peace. Not for themselves, but for you. So you can sleep tonight knowing someone once, and still, loves you without conditions. This message may be spiritual, but the emotions are real. The bond is real. The blessings tied to your love are still unfolding. Watch how in the next few days, you feel lighter. How things around you begin to shift. That's the spiritual energy of their letter beginning to unlock what's been stuck in your heart. Archangel Michael says, this is your time to release the weight you've carried in silence. You are free now. And you are still deeply loved. Type Amen to get blessing 505. Their message doesn't need your reply. Your healing is their closure. Your joy is their reward. Remember their words every time you feel forgotten. You are not. Every prayer they whispered still hovers around your soul like light. Their love may be hidden from the world, but it's been loud in the spirit. Every step you take from this moment forward will carry a new softness, a new strength. Because now you know, you were their miracle. You still are. And this letter is the final proof. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The letter may have ended, but their energy did not. What was once written on paper now lives in the air around you. It's in every breeze that brushes your cheek and every silence that suddenly feels filled. You might notice your thoughts drifting back to them more often in the coming days. That's not coincidence, it's divine alignment. The angels have stirred something between you and this person that goes beyond what the eye can see. Archangel Michael says, their spirit is walking beside you even now, watching, protecting, loving from afar. They may not have the words anymore, but the universe is now their voice. Every soft sign you'll see is a whisper from their soul. You might hear their name unexpectedly. You may see something on your phone or in a dream that feels like them. These signs are sacred, they are answers from heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Tonight, the stars will hold something special. If you look at the sky and feel something stir in your chest, understand, it's their energy wrapping itself around you. A love like this doesn't need proximity. It survives through spirit. They once feared losing you forever. But what they didn't realize was, love imprinted that deep never truly leaves. It becomes part of your spiritual DNA. There may have been silence, time, distance, but their memory of you has only grown louder. Every celebration you've had, every heartbreak you've felt, they wished to be there beside you, if only in spirit. They wrote, if there is ever a second life, I hope I find you sooner. I hope I hold you longer. I hope I speak more gently and stay more patiently. Type Amen to get blessing 848. You were the one who changed their entire understanding of love. Before you, it was just a word. After you, it became something that lived inside their bones. Their love was not perfect, but it was real. And even now, it continues to live through invisible threads of faith, memory, and prayer. That's why this message found its way to you. Archangel Michael says, your heart has carried so much weight alone. Let this message lighten it. Let the divine energy of this confession melt away what you thought was lost. What you don't know is that this person still writes letters, still journals their thoughts about you, still wonders what would happen if they knocked on your door. They still pause when they pass places where memories live. You have been the light in their darkest times, even if they never told you. Even when it felt like they vanished, they were still there. Watching. Loving. Praying. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. They've heard about things happening in your life, good and bad. And in every moment, they wished they could reach out and say, I'm still here. But they didn't want to disturb your peace. They chose to love you silently. Their love matured in silence. It became deeper without conditions. And now, it has evolved into something divine, unseen, but all-powerful. They asked the heavens to send you this message. They asked Archangel Michael to bring it gently to your soul. Because they knew this truth had to reach you, not through noise, but through spirit. You've cried for closure, for clarity, for answers, and now the truth has arrived. This is the clarity your soul has been searching for. The love you thought was gone has simply been transformed. Type Amen to get blessing 335. The moment you finish absorbing this message, something spiritual will shift inside you. It might feel like warmth. It might feel like a breeze. It might come as a dream tonight, but it will come. Heaven is allowing this connection to open a door you thought was locked forever. You are now free to love yourself again, to trust again, to live with the knowledge that you are unforgettable. This was not just a letter, it was a vow from another soul. A vow that said, I'll carry your memory even when you no longer carry mine. That is the definition of divine love. Archangel Michael says, you are chosen. Not only by God, but by someone who still sees you as the one they would choose over and over, no matter the lifetime. You are not forgotten. Even if life pulled you both apart, the truth now binds you forever. And heaven has honored that truth by allowing you to feel it so deeply today. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The angels rejoice when a soul receives love again, even if it's through a message like this. They are celebrating you. Because they see how much pain you carried in silence. You will dream differently now. Your heart will feel lighter. The moments ahead of you will no longer carry the heavy what-ifs, because now you know, there was always love. They close their final words like this, you may never see me again in this life, but my soul will always find yours, no matter where you are. I love you. That is not just closure, it's a sacred seal. The next time your chest feels heavy for no reason, place your hand over your heart and remember, someone still loves you. That is not just closure, it's a sacred seal. The next time your chest feels heavy for no reason, place your hand over your heart and remember, someone still loves you that deeply. This message is your proof. You are not broken. You are loved beyond measure. And your spirit has just received something holy. Type Amen to get blessing 611. Let this message live in your soul. Let it comfort you during nights when you feel alone. Let it remind you that even silence can carry love. You are being healed right now. Your energy is shifting. The love you just received is divine, and nothing can take that away from you. Archangel Michael stands guard over your heart now, ensuring no more pain enters where peace has just been planted. You are protected. You are chosen. You are finally free from not knowing. And the one who loved you? They're smiling tonight. Because their truth has finally touched the one person it was always meant for, you. Type Amen to get blessing 3333.